Man, let's go, man. Let's go. Let's go. Welcome back to the Heat Report. Welcome back to a brand new video. We are here. We are back. The Miami Heat have won Game 2 in Boston. Who believed it? Who believed it? Nobody believed it, man. Nobody believed. That's a bunch of dogs. That's a bunch of dogs out there in Boston, man. We came out there and took care of business. We're going to get right into the video, so make sure y'all drop a like, subscribe, comment down below, man. I'm hyped. I'm hyped. I don't care, what the outcome of the series is. I don't care. We are playing with house money. We're playing with an injured roster. We're playing with the team that nobody believes in. We're playing with the team that has a bunch of underdogs. The Celtics are the favorite. They're the best record in the NBA. They have the best team on paper. They have the best statistics, everything. It does not matter. This series is 1-1 going to Miami. We are going home, and we have stolen home court. Big W's, man. Absolutely massive win, man. Because if we lost this game, it wasn't going to look good for the outcome of the series. It probably would have gone 4 or 5 max. But thankfully, we won't have to even figure out, what would have happened if we lost, because we won. We won Game 2, and obviously this is no scene for me to throw a parade here. It's one win, but this win feels amazing, man. I cannot lie. It's just so refreshing to see this team play with absolutely no expectations. Like, we're just playing free basketball right now. And all the adjustments, I went live. I went, live a few times. I had a couple of videos out. I had a couple of breakdowns ready for, how the Miami Heat could adjust for Game 2. And Eric Spoelstra must have watched my video. Okay, let me not say that. Let me chill. But Eric Spoelstra did everything that I said he should do. And Eric Spoelstra is a wizard, bro. If I see any Heat fan doubting Eric Spoelstra ever again, bro, I don't know what I'm gonna do. You lose your fan card, but because come on, bro. Come on, man. This dude pulled every single bag of tricks that he had out tonight. Everything. What did I say? What did I say in these videos? I said the Miami Heat should stop overhelping. They should trust their one-on-one defense more. That's what they did tonight. They had Tatum being guarded by Duncan Robinson. They had Brown being guarded by Hero at times. And guess what? They baited them into taking tough shots over them. And Brown still got his 33. Tatum still got his 28, but the others didn't get involved, man. Nobody else scored above 15 for them. Apart from Derek White had 13. Nobody else was even in double figures. Nobody. That's how you know the game plan was executed to perfection defensively. You let Tatum and Brown go wild. Everybody else you contain. No threes for the opposition. Absolutely none. And they still shot 38%, which is a solid percentage. But it's a lot less of a volume than that they shot in Game 1. They only shot 32 threes tonight. If I were to flip that and look at the amount of threes that they shot in Game 1, they shot 49 of them. So we made them take 17 less threes. And they made 10 less threes, which means they made 30. They had 30 less points from 3. 30 less points. On the other hand, if you look at the offensive game, everything was pure perfection from 3 tonight. And I think people are going to be like, oh, the Heat can't do this from 3 again. The Celtics were giving us wide open shot after wide open shot. It wasn't even like we were making a bunch of tough threes. We were making a lot of open shots. And the Celtics will give up a bunch of threes. I believe Stan Van Gundy said it in the call tonight. He said they're 23rd in three-point attempts given to opposing teams. So they will give you open threes, man. You got to capitalize. You got to knock those down. And shout out to Caleb Martin, because he was MIA for the past few games. He absolutely came and torched the Celtics tonight, as he did in the Eastern Conference Finals last season. Shout out to Caleb Martin. Shout out to Hero. Shout out to Bam. Jaime made his timely threes. Jovic started us off with 2 threes in the first quarter. Highsmith made a huge 3 when it was, I think, 5 minutes left in the game. They made shots when it mattered. I mean, we shot a very hot percentage from 3. We broke a franchise record. I'm not saying all of that is going to happen again, but that is the recipe to beat this team. And don't look now. I haven't read any reports, and this is just me speculating. Terry Rozier could be back for Game 3 because they said he's week to week. So maybe he could, maybe he can't. I'm not too sure, but the Heat, they have to capitalize on this win. I don't want this to be a gentleman's sweep. We have to capitalize on this win. This is the recipe to beat the Celtics. I'm just so impressed with what we did defensively. I mean, holding the Celtics to 101 points for a team that has the number 1 offense in the NBA. And they put up 114 points a game. and we held them to 101. I mean, that is just incredible defense by the Miami Heat. I gotta give my props to Spoelstra. He is the MVP of this game. I don't care who about. I mean, obviously everybody played well for the Heat who played basically, but Spoelstra is the guy who really just game planned circles around Joe Mazzulla this game. Everything for Spoelstra was going right because he was doing everything he could to make sure that he offsetted the 3-point variance for Boston. The Miami Heat have to be very close to perfect to win games against the Celtics, especially with the team that they have fielded out there without Jimmy Butler, without Terry Rozier. They have to be very, very close to perfect to win games. And they were very close to perfect tonight, if not perfect. Now, the only thing that I would have liked to see better from the Heat is the transition defense and scoring more in transition. So the transition, part of the game was the only part where I was like, we could have done a little better in. But, when you're talking about defense, I thought we had a very good game plan. I really liked what Spoelstra did. I mean, I said the one thing that he had different to what I would say. I had Tyler Hero on Derek White. He had Tyler Hero on Jaylen Brown, and I was like, that's interesting. And then I realized it was to bait Jaylen Brown into taking shots over him, because Jaylen Brown would have seen Tyler Hero and he would have tried to ISO him as much as he could, and that was playing right into the Heat's hands. And that is just great coaching by Spoelstra, man. He is just incredible. And the one more thing that we did really well, we got out-rebounded by 10 in game 1. We won the rebounding battle tonight, 40-39. I thought we limited the Celtics' second chance points. I'm not going to lie, the Celtics were getting a bunch of bogus calls like that. I don't really understand how they got so many calls. I'm not even talking about free throws. I'm just talking about like some calls where like they just didn't look like fouls to me at all, but they gave it to the Celtics. That's fine. That's I'm not gonna go off on the refs. We won the game. It's not really my job to do that. But we limited the shooters, man. Sam Hauser only had 2 threes. Jrue Holiday, he only had 1 3. Horford had 1 3. Porzingis, I don't think Porzingis had a 3. I think he was 0 for 4. Derek White had 2. And then Brown and Tatum. Brown had the flurry at the end of the first half, so he ended up with 4 threes. But Tatum only had 2. So again, the 3-point defense is really everything. That's like the main reason I believe we won, because Boston is the number 1 3-point shooting team in the NBA, and I said it, and people got mad at the live. I think Celtics fans probably popped in my comments and were like, "Oh, we can do more than shoot threes," and I was like, "All right, show it to me." And clearly, y'all can't. So the recipe is to make you guys beat us from the interior and make Tatum and Brown take a bunch of tough shots over us, and we'll live with the result. They're great players. We can't really do much about them hitting tough shots, but giving them wide open 3 after wide open 3, which is what we did in game 1, was suicide, and that's what we did. So in game 2, we cleaned up that defense. We did not overhelp. I did not see 2 guys doubling for no reason. We had timely double teams at times, but it was very rare that I saw even double teams happening, and I love that by Spoelstra. Spoelstra deserves a ton of credit for that, man. He is an absolute mastermind. Game 3 is on, I believe, what is it? Is it on Saturday or is it on Sunday? I believe it's on the weekend. It might be on Sunday. I'm not too sure. It's on Saturday. It's on Saturday at 6 p.m. Cool. I just looked it up right now. That is in Miami, and again, Saturday means Terry Rozier. That's been a week since the series has basically started. Like, it would have been a week since the series has started. So, maybe he could be ready for that game. We don't know. We'll have to see. I'll definitely be making more breakdowns, going live more. So go check those out, man. I've been going live a lot more frequently on YouTube. People have loved it. So I'm gonna go live more. I'm gonna break down these games more by looking at the film, as I've done over these past couple of videos. If y'all rock with that, if y'all mess with that, make sure y'all drop that in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys feel about that. And last but not least, I need a roll call of everybody who watched this game and was as hyped as I was tonight. I need y'all to tell me what your favorite thing that you saw tonight from the Heat. And we're gonna sign off on that, man. Again, great win, amazing win. I could not be more proud of the guys for fighting, competing. We have a bunch of dogs, and it proved to me tonight that they're not afraid of the Boston Celtics. Everyone's talking about the Boston Celtics, though they have the best record in the NBA. They dominate this statistic, that statistic. Like, they have this, that, there's that in the third. But the Heat, just prove that none of that matters, and they're here to compete. And yeah, we're gonna leave it there, man. Make sure y'all drop a like, subscribe, comment down below. I'll see you later as always.